Hi everybody, it's Colin here. How you doing? Still in isolation, I know. What is this, like the third or fourth week? Certainly here in Australia. It is, and we're all waiting for a curve to flatten or to do something that it should do in order that we can get about our business again. It's going to take a while, it is, and as a family we've been personally affected, unfortunately, by the disease. So I urge everybody to follow the medical advice and do the right thing and protect your loved ones. But how's everyone actually coping? I must admit, for me as an extrovert, I find it pretty tough. You just take a lot of my energy from big groups of people. I'm just drawing everything from the family and taking everything that they can give me right now. We've established some routines. I guess like every family, we want to make sure that we're doing the right things. I want to make sure that I'm getting up in the morning, getting dressed in the morning. I'm just wondering about my pajamas, Big Lebowski style. And so the kids have got into a routine where they're watching episodes of Friends. We found our old Friends DVDs in the storage. That's the way they're starting their day. Then we're making sure that they don't have too much screen time. We've got school starting this week, albeit virtually. So we need to make sure there's some routine. For me personally, I'm playing a computer game with my brother. My brother's still in Liverpool in the UK, so it's been good to rekindle that as well. Really, really enjoying that in the morning. Until about 10 a.m, then I get stuck into the work. Still got lots of things to do. I'm still doing webinars, I'm still doing speeches, I'm writing a new book, as I've mentioned before. My next webinar, for those of you who are subscribed to the Culture Fix community, and if you're not subscribed to the Culture Fix community, get on there. We've got 400 people from around the world sharing ideas and tips on how to evolve their culture. My webinar this Friday is on how to make your digital transformation project successful. How timely is that? This was planned before COVID. But hopefully giving you, well, not hopefully, I will be giving you some tips and some practical things that you can do to make any transformation project successful, particularly those that involve the rollout of tools. The other thing that I'm doing is I've opened up my calendar and doing coaching calls. I've done coaching calls in England, Scotland, Ireland, Hong Kong, Singapore, Argentina, Latvia, Slovakia, the US, Canada, New Zealand, Malaysia, India, and here in Australia. So lots and lots of people have taken me up on those coaching calls. And so I've been talking, some common themes that are coming through around discipline is, how do I maintain that sense of discipline in my working day, about routines. I've been working with a couple of teams on how they can establish ceremonies or cultural things that they can do whilst they're all working remotely. Working with a couple of managers on how to manage people when their teams are remote as well. Again, there's an assumption that everybody knows how to do that. Also working with teams on redefining their culture for this remote working, because the culture can't be the same. We don't have the face-to-face interaction that we do. So it's important that we leverage, we leverage all that's good within the way that we used to work, and we look at the opportunities that we've got with working remotely. And then the other thing that I've talked a lot about is around strategies for communication. It's important that we change our communication styles with remote working, and we recognize there are some people, particularly extroverts like me, who probably need more check-ins just to check they're all good, not very good at working on their own. I'm not suggesting they're not very good at working. Extroverts, of course, are amazing. But some people do need more than others. So if you haven't yet booked a coaching call, there'll be a link in the newsletter. Go ahead, click the link. If you want a team chat, that's 40 minutes. If you want a 40-minute chat, just select team. Or the one-to-ones at 20 minutes, whichever you want to do. Also, if you're a lead and you want to talk a little bit about your culture and some of the great things that you do, also click the link down there and book yourself in a Culture Makers podcast. I'm always keen to hear from leaders in business who are doing great things. Otherwise, stay safe, everybody, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.